I wasn't going to make this video because enough attention has been given to her such that I don't need to give her name any more online attention for the algorithm. When many, understandably, started responding to her rant, the first thing I thought was, no, don't give her attention, guys. Don't feed her vanity. I mean, she's become the most popular female on the planet in the last fortnight. But I also understand the necessity to call out what is wrong in our society for the opposite reason, to describe what is right. It's an unfortunate two-edged sword. The two big exclamation points that came across in her rant was, one, plan, for her only, and the second is value. And while people mentioned it, I haven't heard many people talk about it in this specific way, really focusing, what does she value? She repeated it a number of times. Value. It's fairly vague. It can come off as a innocuous, clever comment like love, like, value. But let's look at the context of what she described and what she wanted, what she thought she should have. So what does TL value? I'm not going to say her name. What does she value? In one word, status. How did she describe what she valued in her and her amazing friends? Successful careers, something going on. I'd like men to focus on not just the low-hanging fruit of how entitled and obnoxious women like her behave, but when you read between the lines of what she's wanting, what it says about her values. And if you come across people, and especially if you're sitting across a coffee shop from someone like this on a date, what you can read through their complaints, what they desire, what they think they're not getting, their victim status. What are they giving? Do they deserve to get what they're complaining about? And another important point about what she valued was what she didn't value. I'll repeat that, gentlemen. What didn't she value? Firstly, let's just get it off the table. What did she value from men? Be successful, be determined, put in the effort because me and my wonderful friends are worth it. That was it. She only described what a man can do for her and her amazing friends, not what kind of person he is, not what kind of virtues he holds as a human being in terms of characteristics. The rant was all about her fans, men, and her celebrity friends and her. And secondly, let's describe what she values when we look at her. Because when she was describing her and her amazing friends and what great value they had, she was describing what she values, what really matters and counts for her. And again, importantly, what does not. What she values is a celebrity life. She's the celebrity and men are the fans. Consider how she described her and her amazing and perfect friends, that we're just too blind to recognize all the great things about them. She didn't describe any Aristotelian values or virtues like kindness, gentleness, giving, understanding, or empathy. She mentioned her friends and her were attractive, but that's a very vague term. Attractive means you're just drawn to it, but there's no context given. She didn't actually mention that her and her friends were beautiful, because beautiful can have some depth to it. It can mean you can be a beautiful person, not just superficially on the outside. But she just described her friends were amazing, had things going on, amazing careers, worked great jobs. Who cares? This is an example of a modern woman projecting what she wants onto men and not understanding and being frustrated why he doesn't see what she wants. Basically, in the video, you saw what values she had and what values you won't get from her. It's why many men who have relationships with women like this feel completely alone, because there's no substance there. There's nothing to value. Consider the language she uses. It's very cold and businesslike. Success, career, value. And unfortunately, this is what more and more women are calibrated towards, a cold business version of intimacy. And they wonder why they can't find love. They wonder why they can't keep friendships. And she's an example of something that's very typical that men can't love. There is nothing to love about TL. She's a short-term fetish for reckless men. she's not someone to love. You can't love her. You can't. By her own admission, how many men have tried and failed? TL is an example of a fun holiday, an adventure. But when men are looking to have a relationship, they're looking for a place to call home. They can't live on a fun holiday. Spetsnaz commented to me yesterday on the live stream, "Doesn't TL give you PTSD flashbacks?" And I laughed. Most men would laugh because her attitude is not uncommon. It's very, very typical. You see it in the media, you see it on sitcoms, you see it in the face of your girlfriend who's angry and upset at you and annoyed for you don't know what reason that is and she can't describe it to you. Being yelled at and berated for little to nothing other than her own expectations of you. So in the end, what do women like TL value? Themselves. That's it. TL's rant can be summed up as this.
Do as me and my amazing friends say. Worship us. We deserve it. Do you know who I am compared to you?
TL's rant was common. It was simply the public expression of what women complain about when they're with each other and privately. If we're still and always the ones that have to ask women out, and we're not, it may not be us all the time. In fact, it may not be us most of the time. It may, just may, be women. Something to think about, because we certainly do. Your career and nagging is not something we value. In case you hadn't noticed, we value tranquility, not this. End of my PSA. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you notice what she valued? Did you read between the lines? Not just at her ranting and, the low-hanging fruit of, look at this idiot. Did you see what it said about her? And more importantly, what she didn't say, what she didn't describe as values. Also, please subscribe. It helps the algorithm share my videos around. Many get unsubscribed, so please check. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Comment below and feel free to donate if you feel like it. Thanks to all of you who have and continue to. I really appreciate it, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.